and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of Rock Solid Wrestling Talk Podcast. With me in the booth, as usual, we got Chico Libre, the Boy Wonder. I don't know why I keep calling him that, but he is the Boy Wonder. And we got Kenny Corday.
I'll take it.
Champ down on the end there. Classic attitudinal champ. You know, that's how we do. And we got...
Champ is here.
He's here. Better recognize. You also better recognize Buc. You don't even know me, Nasty. So, lots to talk about today. So much stuff has been going on this week. And this is a weekly show. And we have this much to talk about. Speaking of which already, we might as well just get it out of the way. They sent Hook. And my God, unbelievable debut. That's just me, but I'm pretty sure you guys will back me up on that. Am I right or am I right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just saw it yesterday. I haven't seen the whole thing of Rampage yet. I did make it a point to watch his debut because it was on YouTube. The whole thing is on their page. He does have the technical prowess, very reminiscent of his dad.
Yeah.
And so that's what was so great about the debut, and he's very good with submissions.
He looks so smooth.
Yes. And I did read he has been training nonstop with Creative Pro Wrestling. MJF has helped him out as well.
And
Cody Rhodes.
And who else?
Cody.
And Cody.
And who else?
The Coaster. Roller Coaster.
Cody, yes. We're forgetting one key aspect of who trained him too. Mr. Quality Television Marshall!
He didn't deserve all of that.
You know we love him. You know that. Come on.
Just say QT Marshall.
Chico don't like QT Marshall. I get it.
None of us do.
He's quality television. Why would you deny that?
Just on TV. Like, he's a good trainer and all that. I recognize that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a good trainer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Him and his bootleg Tony Soprano looking ass, though. Nah.
I don't like him either. Like I'm just joking around.
It's just Josh. And
it's not the typical you like. It's not the typical don't like him because he acts like a dick or whatever. It's go away heat. Like,
yeah, he's boring.
I don't want him on the show.
I don't want the bowling shirt.
He's like,
Charlie Sheen.
I will go as far as to say is when it comes to characters, he's the Baron Corbin of AEW.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Burn.
Those
I went there.
words.
Sick ass burn.
Chico went there. He went there. But in which case, their joint efforts, training Hook, getting him ready, he's more than TV ready. Like, man.
Yeah, move over Buddy Matthews. Hook is the new best kept secret.
Yeah, he is.
And what's crazy is like he's been inadvertently built up for like over a year now. Just rolling with Team Taz just because he's Taz's boy and his son, and he would just roll with them, not saying a word. He would do jump-ins like every so often and help Hobbs and Starks cheat.
I was just talking to Cornette about this too. You're absolutely right about the what was it? What did I mention to you as to where he was? The crowd put him over so well, and it just grew to this, just like almost like mythical like status within the IWC, and people just, I know I was part of that. I am part of that. And it was just like the whole send Hook thing and things like that. Like we were mentioned on the podcast before, it was just fun.
Yeah. That was the catalyst, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a meme that just took off on its own, and then he actually goes in there and he does really well in the ring, and there's yet another young star that they can groom from the ground up, and
another pillar.
Another pillar.
Yeah, another one. 5 pillars. So
Well,
who said it had to be 4?
Well, yeah. Well, he's like in the next, because he's so young. He's 20.
Yeah.
He's 22.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in there with like the next generation of young pillars.
The
like
next generation of great.
He's I think he's gonna be up there with like Daniel Garcia and
Yeah.
Lee Moriarty's of the world.
How old is Lee Moriarty?
I want to say mid-20s. I can look it up.
25, 26, something like that. Yeah, I think that would be good to know. Like, because the main pillars right now, they're around that age too, right?
Yeah,
they're not 30 yet, I don't think.
Yeah, MJF just turned 25.
Yeah. So,
Hook to me is like that Yakuza character on The Simpsons at the end. He's just standing there. Nobody knows if he knows how to fight or not. And Homer knows he's going to do something great. He slams the door and you just hear everything go on. Hey-ya! Boy, just full of fire.
Okay, so all right, so Lee Moriarty, he's 27.
He's just standing there. He's going to do something cool. Close the door. Oh.
Man, yeah, but AEW did not close the door on us. We got to see it. And boy, howdy, Fuego, I'm sorry. No.
Give him some credit because he made him look like $1 million.
Oh yeah, he did. Definitely did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when he went for that spin around DDT.
Yeah.
Whatever, and Hook just caught him in a minute. Yeah, oh my god. And then he did that the underhook thing. Got to see him flex and just yeah, man, it was good. It was damn good. They did him right.
Yeah.
Let's see WWE do something like that. You know what's coming. You know they're gonna try and do something now because of all that buzz. Like, oh, we want some too.
If he was there, they would say bend over.
Yeah, no, who was it that said? Wait, who was it that said like Hook is who Dominic Mysterio should?
I said that.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that.
Yeah, a lot of people said. I just stole a tweet, but I put it in the chat. So it's just like, okay, this is spot on, and it is. It's a shame because they can't do that. When somebody generational comes in or something like that, I really feel like WWE tries too hard to try and make them a carbon copy of that person, like Curtis Axel or
Curtis Asshole.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, like, come on, like the only person they didn't do that with is Bray Wyatt, and that's only because IRS friggin' sucked. So what are you gonna try and put on him that's gonna make him over? No, Wyatt is just creative like that. So WWE does that like way too much. But with AEW, somebody generational comes in or whatever, there's subtle references to who they are. It's not super blatant.
They have to fight their family to build. Put
yeah,
the
of course. Meanwhile, Steiner Breaker can't even be Steiner, but you know.
Steiner Breaker.
He's that big bad booty daddy's nephew.
That just reminded me of shout out to Toriano fan account because he's been keeping us in stitches, and that just when you said
those Booker T takes.
It's
perfect. Like I'm starting.
Come on, man.
Hey Verizon, I need an upgrade. What you got? You know what I'm saying?
Give me a slice. Here's your slice right here.
He said something like Verizon, pay the full bill, man.
Oh, it's so good. But I mean, it's one of those things where that's what I like about AEW is the fact that the fans only enhance the experience. Like they really like most of the stuff that we enjoy comes from the fans. Like
because we're getting what we want.
Yeah, exactly, and we're having fun now. So I completely agree with you. And if there's anything that you should take away from me, Buc Nasty, is that you got to give the people what they want at all times. Speaking of giving the people what they want, it happened, y'all. It happened. Trent has returned, and I willed it into existence. You gotta know I did. And it was amazing.
I regret not being able to see your live reaction.
Oh my god. Oh, I have it recorded.
Oh
I
my
really
gosh,
do.
It was ridiculous.
Can you edit it in this episode?
Oh, of course. Just for everybody's enjoyment, here is my reaction.
Come on, we want Trent! We want fucking Trent, come on! That was the worst person that could have came out! Fucking Wheeler Yuta! Yes, he got fucking dealt with. Fuck you, Wheeler Yuta. We want Trent! Come on!
Chaos contingent here.
That move is a thing of fucking beauty. Come on now, hit the boom.
And that's what the
Ah, shit, even worse. Yes! 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 Do it! Do it! Where is he? Ah! Yes! 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 Woo! Woo! Yeah! Oh, man! Let's fucking go!
Now, wasn't that cool? Of course. It was amazing. Because I didn't expect it. I was just trying to will it. And it happened. And it was just so... That's why I marked out so hard. Like, I put myself on full display there as to where I don't care how goofy I looked or sounded. I was in that moment and lost my shit. Collectively, completely. And that's how you should be as a wrestling fan. That's just me. But, you know, to each their own. You can't do that, WWE. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, because you should have the wherewithal to stop sucking the teats and cut the shit and get over to a good working wrestling program to where you will have some fun. Guaranteed. But Trent's return was incredible.
I thought Trent looked like John Moxley 2.0 getting out of the gym.
It's
That's just me.
You know what it is? It's the ripped nature of it, and he's nice and lean, and then that, like, the hair or whatever.
And he was wearing the same black vest.
Yeah.
He cut his hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked that Trent hairdo, but not... It's cool to, you know, come back with the shaved head and stuff like that. It's such a jarring thing, but...
New, fresh look.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he took some damage on... he's right back into the fray of things. The Cole and the Bucks and BTE triggered him.
Oh, good. Now they can get rid of Wheeler Yuta.
Please.
I don't think they are, though.
Please do.
I think he's gonna stay with them.
Yeah, he's on the freaking T-shirt. I'm like, no, get out.
Wheeler, you talk too much.
You do.
Honestly, you probably don't want to hear. You probably don't want to hear this, but I think they consider him as one of the next pillars.
I mean, it's not like he sucks. He doesn't suck. It's just he rubbed me the wrong way when he tried to take Trent and be like, "Oh, well, I'm the new Trent now." No, the F you're not. Get out. Make your own group. How about that? You know, fall in with the Factory or something like that. Be a star over there.
No, they can call themselves Jobber Nation.
Exactly.
Like Twitter ass.
Jobber Nation, you little... Okay, let me stop. Because we know...
Let's not give him any credit.
All right. Let's not listen.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I gotta think he knows
I
what he's
think him
doing.
and Booker T are one of the same.
But no, I think that was the plan, anyways. Like he's getting the rub from the best friends. You know?
But what rub, though? They're a tandem. So, like, what... I get it, you know, to put him with established people, but, like... They only did that because he can't stand on his own. So...
Makes sense.
What are you saying, Wheeler? Give us something to work with. Come on. The wheels are in motion. You died on freaking... What was it? Was it Dynamite? No, it was Rampage. That was the match. Cole versus Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, I still gotta watch this. Comment.
Yeah, he killed him. I mean, thank you, Adam Cole. baby. But in which case, I mean, from Rampage or whatever, we take it back a few days. Let's talk about the beginning of Dynamite. That was some perfect chaos. I loved it.
They were in Long Island, and Punk trolled the shit out of that crowd.
I didn't expect it. I really didn't. No, I made a tweet during the show or whatever. It kind of went some types of viral or whatever. Like, how can you not like Dynamite? Like, it's such a fun ride.
Is this your guy?
He worked them good, man. Like,
that whole segment was pure gold.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And I like how they're acknowledging that that certain people from their hometowns are going to get cheered. They're not trying to dictate their audience like other companies. And
he's a heel. Boo him. He's a heel. He should lose in his hometown.
I agree. Just
I'm sorry. Babyface is losing their hometown.
Yeah.
Oops.
Absolutely.
Let the hometown people react how they're gonna react, and just roll with those punches.
That is key. I didn't even think of that. That's a great point, Chico. Seriously.
Yeah. with MJF Long Island, Punk Chicago, Brit Baker Pittsburgh,
and they're playing off of it so well. That's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of goes back to what I was talking about how the fans are just this part of the whole AEW experience, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. Whether that's signage, whether that's chants, the in jokes that they give us with like BTE, the random vlogs, stuff like that, and then they bring in the TV. It feels like you're a part of a club. To me, that's just what it feels like. Well, I'm very happy to be an AEW fan.
Yeah, and one reason why like fans like us like gravitate towards AEW so much is like we were there like from even before the beginning. We were watching BTE. We were watching like Kenny, the Bucks, Cody, and
New Japan,
Page and Marty Scurll. I'm gonna say it, Marty Scurll.
Yeah.
Like be successful in Ring of Honor, New Japan's like, so it feels more. You feel more of a connection to it when you've been watching them from then to now, and putting on other talented people, and just to see it grow, continue to grow the way it has with the big signings, and I'm sure there's, even though it's getting so full, there's still gonna be more to come. Like some people you got to make room for.
Yeah, you feel invested, and it's just it's really just it's rewarding. If anything, you get to see these people thrive and thrive and thrive, and the whole Bullet Club thing, the chaos stuff, like all it's gold.
Yeah, like you're seeing stars like literally grow from the ground up. Like,
and Kenny, we're still gonna show you one day. So,
yeah, I mean, I'll even like let's get back to Brit Baker for a second.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't at the beginning. Like, yeah, she was the first woman signed. She was automatically like a face from the jump. She didn't really like have much of a standout personality until she went heel.
Yeah.
And we've seen her grow from that to champion, and that connection is going to be there, and she's gonna actually. Even though you can argue whether or not she's one of the 4 pillars.
Oh, she is.
Well, according to Punk's shirt, she is.
Right. She's all 4 of the pillars.
But even so, I would say she is a pillar in her own right, whether women or otherwise.
Are there 4 pillars, 4 women pillars of AEW that you would say? Because we didn't talk about that last time.
Brit.
Yeah, we
okay.
go with Brit,
Jade,
okay.
Rosa.
Yeah, definitely Thunder Rosa. I agree with that. Did you say?
And I would say Anna.
Anna, I love Anna. She's not there yet though. I don't believe.
But she's growing though.
She's growing definitely. Ty Conti is also in that boat.
I would say Statlander.
I can see that. I mean,
no, because during the first episodes of Dynamite, you got to remember the women's division. A lot of them were agreeing because they just didn't have that mainstream TV experience like that yet.
Right.
But So they had to make do with what they had, and when they had to do that, like Chris Statlander in particular was one of the people
I went
who-
back. Yeah, speaking of her, I went back and watched Revolution 2 years ago. She looked so weird. Like I don't know what happened, but like she's a beautiful woman, obviously.
Who is
but
this?
Statlander.
Oh, she was fat.
But like, no, no, I'm not talking about the body. I like a thick one. You know, I'm a thick one. So let's give me all of that, but more so in the face. So, I mean, it's really just something looked like elongated in her face or whatever. Maybe it was the paint or something, but like it just did. It wasn't my cup of tea. But when she came back, like when she popped out of the arcade booth, and that match.
She pushed the plexiglass up on Penelope Ford.
She came back. She had a better look. I don't know what she did, but it was working now.
Oh yeah,
She had that Sex in the City horse face.
Yeah, the horse face. That's exactly it.
oh Carrie Brad. Oh man.
Yeah. She knows who she is.
We love our resident horse face, Sean Carr. So, I'm sorry, buddy. I had to do it. I had to. But we love you, Sean Carr. Hybrid, baby. But in which case, it's one of those things. I could see Statlander as a possible pillar, but is there anybody else that you could put her stand where we could just be like, oh yeah, she's definitely.
I would have said Swole, but she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. I don't think she's done much of anything really to be like. Are we basing this on ability or like marketability and ability or what?
Well, that's the thing. We don't really know what fully happened as to why she left. Or if it's because of. If I had to wager a guess, I would say I talked about this last week. I'd say it was it could be due to her Crohn's disease and her getting like flare-ups with that and whatnot. But I mean, she got opportunities. You know, she had a women's title match, I think, with Sheeta, and she had the dentist office.
Yeah,
match with
tooth
Brit.
and nail.
Unforgivable. Yeah,
Which she went over.
not unforgivable, unforgettable. I mean, that was a really good like cinematic match. When cinematic matches were big, and I'm not big anymore, but they were.
Yeah, those have died down lately, but.
You can say they're broken.
Broken. Speaking of broken, Jeff Hardy got broken away from WWE recently. He was fired.
Fired.
Fired,
released, whatever you want to call it. He is out of there.
And
Still make a lick.
what do we think is the? I mean, we obviously have to speculate. Everybody does. And there's even that rumor out there where it's just like, oh, he did this on purpose so he could go to Matt Hardy in AEW. And it's just like, that's such a bad take. Like,
O'clock.
yeah. Bad take o'clock coming to a Rock Solid Wrestling podcast near you. But in which case, I don't understand why people have to be so negative about a situation, especially if it's a personal situation like this. I mean, we heard that he like refused rehab and stuff like that, and that's why WWE let him go. He was featured on TV, but when you say featured on TV when it comes to WWE, that doesn't really mean much, you know, because they could have somebody on TV a week from now and then just get rid of them.
Yeah,
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, at this point, don't even get excited for the debuts.
Yep, just don't. Don't latch on to anybody. Before you know it, Dewdrop is gone.
No, Xia Li just debuted.
Yeah. I love you, Piper. Don't
As a
don't get it
cartoon
twisted.
character,
Yeah.
from what I hear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like the protector or something like that.
So they're going to hold Neville's superhero route thing again?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, come on! You know it doesn't work.
They have her throwing lightning out of her fist
Oh, what the?
on the graphics.
Help me! Don't help WWE. Help me. Like, don't get that twisted. I didn't mean help WWE. They're beyond saving. And I was just saying this to my buddy, NFW owner Cody Jenny. Shout you out. But we were just talking about, as much as I like to hate, you already know. As much as I like to hate on WWE, it is not the talent. It's not the talent. It's never been the talent. I like the talent. The talent has come from places I love, Ring of Honor, everywhere. It's the practices and the management and the drab stories and the writing and all that.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just so
ain't no writing going on.
Right, there's no writing.
Yeah. Vince is tearing up the script and rewriting the show.
They sit in a room and order chicken.
10 to 30 minutes before they go on the air.
And rewrite it as the show is
going on.
All right, like come on, dude. Like how haphazard can you be?
Yeah, I love how they rip on WCW for doing that, and now they're doing the same things.
Yeah. And all that's going to take now for them to go the way of WCW is if the inmates start to run the asylum, which they're not going to do because they have the contracts in place for that. But
yeah, there's
nobody
has creative control over there.
Nobody has creative control. Nobody has and if I hear one more damn thing about Roman's story being a story, I'm going to jump through that camera on everybody because it's not a story. What's happened in the story? Since it's a story, what's happened in the story, like in the last month or so?
He won again.
He won again. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's right. And it's what's the story though? Like somebody tell me.
There is no story.
Well, we have a bottle. Like, come on. It sucks. Like, just all of that over there. It's just, I don't hate the wrestlers.
Oh, yeah, they've already started that college recruitment thing where they're just like...
the next in line. That's what it's called.
Yeah, the next in line people. So you're no longer going to see those announcements where you saw, like, people from... Yeah,
because they were...
Your people from the indies.
They were hoarding talent
in the Great Performance Center shirts.
And that was Triple H, and they were trying to Triple H with that was trying to sell Vince on them or whatever, putting them in NXT first.
Wait, somebody said blink twice if you're out.
Yeah. Triple H, we know you're out there, so
get out
quick.
All right. That's all we gotta say. Get out.
Make sure your people is there to see the game, because you might get embarrassed. But
I'm not sure how much money he has saved, because honestly, with the talent pool being as wide as it is, we could use another company. Which Triple H does have a relationship with a lot of those people, so. If he did start
all your money together and just get it started.
And just do it. Like, he could do it. Like, why not? It's not as much as TK, but Triple H.
Him and Shawn Michaels can pull together.
Shawn, we probably should start our own promotion. Yeah, you're probably right. We can start our promotion. Why not? We have some good talent. We can do it. You don't have to talk so loud, Shawn. But I get it though. Like, it sucks because he's cultivated all this talent and stuff like that on the WWE side of things and brought them in and got people invested in them and stuff like that, and then they go to the main roster kaput. It's sad.
And that sucks. Why work so hard in NXT to build your character over, and then you go to the main roster and they don't understand it and they try to change it?
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it wasn't because it's that ego again. It has to be because they didn't think of it. Like, it's a different division that thought of it, and they're trying to feed it to them on a silver platter. And oh no, change this, change that. I didn't think of that, so I don't like it. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's already connected with the fans. Like, I think Enzo and Cass.
So So your name's Karrion Kross, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Put you in a gimp suit. Here, put this baseball umpire someone over your head.
Put the Spaceballs mask on.
Oh, you don't like that?
Well, paint it red then.
You're fired. Keith Lee, your name's gonna be called Bearcat now.
Yeah, it's
you don't
such
like
a
that,
terrible
man.
business
Guess what?
model because
You're fired.
Yeah.
Like, they have lost the majority of their former NXT champions.
Yep.
Andrade, Malachi Black, Aleister Black, whatever you want to call him.
Just recently lost Gargano and O'Reilly.
Gargano and O'Reilly. Keith Lee, they let him go.
Keith Lee stresses me out. His situation, not him specifically. The fact that they were just not sold on him. Just look at the Royal Rumble alone, where Brock was reacting to.
He was
him and stuff
over.
like-
They just wouldn't let him stay.
Why
over.
would you? What is it? Is it because
Yeah.
he's black or what? Like, what do you think? I hate to go there. I really do. But like, it's staring you right in the face of how good he is, and you curb him like that. That does not sit well with Buc Nasty. Like, I'm mad as hell. Like, y'all don't even know how mad I am. Like, come on, it is ridiculous. Like, but their loss or whatever, by their own admission, their loss is somebody else's gain. You know he's gonna end up. AEW would be stupid not to take him,
Yeah,
and they're not stupid.
yeah. On the upside, WWE has turned out to be the best developed system that AEW didn't ask
Oh
for.
yeah, absolutely. I agree. I completely agree, and it's really sad, but
Speaking of Gargano and Kyle,
yeah,
I love the fact that they kept saying no to contract renewal.
yeah, yep. I love when you see people doing that. You know their mind is made up.
Come on. Come on. No.
No. No.
Well, for a couple of days though,
We'll put you on the
Gargano
main
was
roster.
for a couple of
No.
days though, Gargano was the most questionable because like you always see him like praising the guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but I think he had to have seen the writing on the wall where
Yeah.
they're with this NXT 2.0 change. He's not going to fit in there anymore.
No.
He doesn't fit on the main roster either. And
Ciampa's on the way out on that too.
You
Like,
saw that
I'm
photo
sure.
going around. Look how happy O'Reilly was, and look how sad Gargano looked.
yeah, O'Reilly's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
at this point. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking winter is coming this coming
This
Wednesday.
coming Wednesday. Yep.
I think we see them this Wednesday.
Yeah, because they can show up. No non-compete clauses because they let the contract run out.
What really put over the top for Gargano is that he is getting his own Twitch channel.
Yeah, exactly. Because WWE doesn't allow Twitch or whatever, and so like
No third party shit.
Yeah, no third party crap. I don't even know what third party crap means, but none of it. But because I'm old, but it's just if we're gonna get Gargano, give me my Candy too. Give me my Candace. We want her back, all right, without Joey Ryan. So
Yeah, no sexual deviance, please.
we don't condone that here. Well, we love us some Candy LeRae.
And no
All
dick
right.
druids, that's all I gotta say.
That gimmick wouldn't have worked at AEW anyway. He would have had to tone that down, even though they're TV-14. That still doesn't count.
Yeah, that's where it's good you have somebody like Tony Khan to step in and be like,
No dick flipping here.
nah, fam.
And that's why I give Tony Khan all that credit in the world, because it was nice that Omega and the Bucks and Cody had like decisions or anything like that for creative, but TK cut all that out, and it was just like, no, I'm the last. This is my company. I'm the last person you go to. I'm the go ahead. And that took that power away from, the great minds. Don't get me wrong, Cody, the Bucks, Kenny Omega, stuff like that. But they didn't need to have that. And obviously have great, personal sway and things like that. And that's why things get. And Tony, he's a mark himself. He's like us. He's a fan. So that's something he wants to see, but that's, he could put it out there, and that's absolutely fine. He's the booker. He's the decision maker.
Yeah.
It needs to be one person at the top, not many.
And you can go directly to him and not have to go through
Yes.
all of these channels.
He's
to
very
get to him.
approachable.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to Laurinaitis or, even Kevin Dunn in some aspects. And crap
You want
like
to see
that.
Vince? Hold on a second.
Budget cuts. It's just budget cuts. Let's look at your future endeavors.
Yeah, he told me to come out here and fire you. Sorry.
He's working on some future endeavors right now at his desk. He doesn't want to be disturbed. Like, wait, whose? Yours. Just,
That mother.
People power.
oh man, Jesus! It's just such a. I found it really just. Okay, let's switch gears for a second because this just hit my head. Final battle with Ring of Honor. That was last night from when we were recording this. Tremendous show. TK went out of his way to make sure that, his talent can be involved because they had very heavy-handedness in Ring of Honor's legacy and everything. Where the F was WWE? Letting their talent
in their own bubble as usual.
In their own bubble, and there's no this pisses me off. All right, and I'm about to go full Buc Nasty mode for a second because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever about all the Ring of Honor talent that's there in WWE right now. There's no reason why they couldn't, say, oh yeah, you can send a video in, you can do this, you can do that. That's cool. Some of them don't even have the same names that they had in Ring of Honor to begin with. So they could have used that name and be like, hey, Ring of Honor meant this, Ring of Honor meant that. Okay, but why limit them all like that? It just doesn't make any sense. And Ring of Honor has helped WWE out on past occasions for different things like, documentaries and things like that. Lending their talent. You couldn't give that back. You couldn't give some goodwill back. And it's not even going to hurt you or anything like that. Ring of Honor's done pretty much. What? Just, no. All right?
The E has no memory of that.
Yeah, of course they don't. Of course they don't. This is why I can't get on with WWE. Like I said, it's not the talent. It's the practices. Like, it's the wrestling industry. Everybody else is playing nice right now.
Especially
with everybody else.
Especially Samoa Joe of all.
Yes!
He's not even being used on TV.
Yeah,
He could have been used there.
We haven't seen him since he dropped the NXT title. For no
With
good
no
reason.
real explanation. First of all.
None. It's like who threw the pie at Kevin Owens. It's that. It's going to be that. Because you're never going to know. He's laying low. He's not on social media. Any of that.
I mean, part of that's on him, on Joe, though, because he's decided
He's allowed it to happen.
to go back.
Yeah. Because he was out, right?
Yeah, he was one of the releases.
Went back. Like, you idiot.
He
Like,
clearly said they should have never gave you niggas money the day he got fired. And then he went right back.
And he went back, and they were like, gotcha. Like, come on, dude. It was in the middle of that hoarding talent, too.
Well, I know Triple H legit, wanted him to be back.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he
but
didn't
now-
even know he got fired.
Yeah,
until
he
he
didn't.
came back from
Yeah.
somewhere. And that's
He
why he
didn't.
told him to come back. He
You
didn't
fired
even know
Samoa
what was going
Joe? No, get him back in here right now. And then, where's Triple H now? Gave him a damn heart attack. And now Samoa Joe, gonna drop the title.
And he's going to continue to have more, not to jinx the guy, but
Yeah, because, I mean, that's a stressful
they're
working
doing a lot of
environment if I've ever
things
heard one.
to rub it back in his face. To let you know that you were a failure.
It's a sad state of affairs, but why do you just, if you're the WWE, why are you not playing nice with anybody else? Are you that bitter? Are your panties that much in a bunch, WWE, as to where it's just like, oh, I can't believe there's a wrestling world outside of ours. Look, your wrestling universe sucks ass. It sucks. That's how it goes. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
It sucks. I don't want to be. It stinks. It stinks.
Oh,
it
brother,
stinks.
this guy stinks.
Hey, funny guy. I got a joke for you. What smells rotten and puts people to sleep? It's not noxious gas. It's your product. It's so bad. Like, stop. Like, what is the point of doing this? You could easily just be, and then I'll paint you in a completely different light. We could have saw Seth Rollins in there as Tyler Black. We could have saw Cesaro's Claudio Castagnoli. We could have saw Kevin Steen.
Sami Zayn could
have put the mask on.
Generico mask for a night.
Come on, like it was a no-brainer.
AJ Styles,
and they missed it. They completely missed it, and it's a shame. It's completely a shame, and I'm not even gonna make the "it's really sad" joke because it is really sad. You gotta be in your own bubble that much. Everybody else in the wrestling industry is scratching each other's back. Even GCW.
Yeah, they don't exist. None of those companies exist.
I will never get it. I will never get it. And Buc Nasty is not a fan at all. This is why I hate on the WWE.
Well, you can kind of
so
consider those bridges burned because I'm sure in the future they're going to want something from somebody else.
And then not only that, like my boy Cody said, radio silence.
Oh yeah, and
on Twitter, on social media, they didn't even say nothing about it.
Tony Khan say on Friday that the Eve reached out to him for
yes, exactly. You think that's gonna happen now? You think
so?
Do it. I wouldn't do it at all. TK Kurt Bischoff because of something he said recently in a thing. I like that TK does that or like holds the little grudges with like, okay, you don't want to work with us, so he can work with you. Yeah, that's how it goes. Like that's how it should go. But he's open. He's open. He's not tied up somewhere. So, might as well. Now I'm sweating.
And now you're sweating. God damn.
No, how do you really feel, though, Marcus?
Oh, my God.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
you effed up now, don't you? You know that. You know effed up now. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, you know, fuck that.
But,
let's shift to more positive things.
Yeah.
So, like, because AEW did lend Jay Lethal for what could be the final title match.
Yes.
For Jay Lethal taking on his former partner Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, and that was a hell of a match. They gave him the old school Ring of Honor title when he won the match.
With the big red letters.
Yeah, that was something to behold. Absolutely.
I also like when Christopher Daniels had his title match with Cole, and because he had never won it, and it was like he was in there like 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
And then when they finally decided to give him the title, and Cole put him over. Not only did they give him like the current title at the time, they gave him that old school ROH belt.
It's one of those things, man. Like this, just the detail is just. It's something. It's story wise or whatever. So like, just the little things that count.
It's one thing I always liked about ROH. They always had good belts. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like you wouldn't believe. But this kind of brings me to my question of the day. Very nice late into the podcast here. With Ring of Honor being, done-ish, do you think that TK ends up buying Ring of Honor? Like, even just for the library alone.
If he wants to.
I could see the library. As far as the whole company, I'm not sure. I don't know about that because they did a couple things where it seemed like they were going to come back later. Like,
that return to April thing. And
EC3. Apparently, he has a stable with
Free the Narrative stable.
Titan.
I'm digging that name. I'm not gonna lie. It fits him perfectly. On anybody else,
I don't know about him in ROH though. That seems like a Sinclair corporate move.
He's gonna end up in Impact though, because that's where they're going.
No,
that stable, that's where they're going.
He was supposed to be in Impact before, and they didn't bring him in.
Probably could have just been waiting for this. You never know. But then again, because like I said, everybody's working with each other. Then it'd be like, oh, how about final battle? We do that. We give y'all a moment or whatever, and then y'all can have him, and cool. We'll bring him in. We'll foot some of the bill, something like that. You never know, because he asked for like You like my boy Cody said.
They can't pay him like what WWE paid him. I know that.
Like my boy Cody said earlier, like there's no way that they paid his huge sum or whatever just for a one-off thing. Like he has to be used in some capacity, elsewhere, somehow. So, like I said, Impact is probably the best place for him. I don't want him anywhere near AEW. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't. Sue me. I don't want him in here.
Well, he seems to be more humble now if he's showing up in ROH after all that shit he said about the Indies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's kind of why I take exception to him a little bit.
Because that turned around to bite him on the ass big time.
Yeah. Instant karma. You know how karma works, boy. It damn sure wasn't the men's department. But you're absolutely right.
Well, you gotta understand, he was built in that.
Papa Chico. But that's his fault.
Yeah, he was built there.
Yeah,
he was trying to toe the company line, and they still stabbed him.
Right. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to Seth Rollins laugh here. But my God, like WWE is a great thing. Oh, this is the big leagues. Get out of the big leagues.
Wait, what?
What?
But I'm not finished with you. Yeah, but we are.
We're finished with you. Get out.
Yeah, that's.
I've been here for 3 years. No good luck. I don't recall saying good luck.
You're letting me go? WWE's a family product. Happy families. Maybe some people watch the other alternative. We don't know. Frankly, we don't want to know. It's a market we can live without. So that's it. After 3.5 years, so long, good luck. I don't recall saying good luck, pal. Oh, but I could see it. I mean, I kind of want like TK to do it for just like even a crossover event or whatever. Do you see how hyped people got with the Briscoes and FTR? Come on, they started that on Twitter too.
Yeah, and that is going to be the next tag team dream match.
Yes, sir.
Can we bring that to AEW?
Yeah. Got to. I'm thinking Battle of the Belts. Something like that. You know, we need some good matches for that card.
They could do that. They don't have to necessarily just limit it to all the AEW champions. Because FTR, they have the AAA belts, and the Briscoes have the ROH belts.
And the GCW belts. They just won them last night. The ROH belts. What are they? How many times are they?
12.
Jesus. It's all good.
Like, dude, they were built there from the ground up. So
yes. Yeah.
I think if this is the end, that's a good way to close out your tag division.
Very true. I agree.
And OGK with Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. Shout out to those guys.
That match was phenomenal. Like, I saw some spots in the match or whatever, and it was just that Doomsday device to the outside. Holy crap. Like, Taven, you are the man, all right? Matt Taven. I live in Tavendale, all right? So, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember I was put on the Matt Taven by yourself. Fun fact, the first show I ever watched at your spot, I think you weren't here though. You were somewhere else on the east side.
Yeah. It
was Best in the World when they first went on like mainstream pay-per-view, cable pay-per-view, where Mike Elgin won the world title.
Yes.
That bag of shit. And
you hear that? Elgin eat shit.
But I digress.
Big bag of shit.
I digress.
Mr. Milk Carton himself.
Yeah. Yeah, you were putting over Matt Taven even back then, and
have you seen me?
But at the time, I didn't really I didn't know he could have a personality until he linked up with the Kingdom and they were heels, and that's when I really saw he was starting.
He's just such
you planted that seed.
He's just I plant seeds. I can't explain, but I'm just since 2CW days and stuff like that. That's why I got turned on to him, and he's just a class act. Like that's my guy. If you guys that are watching this right now, check out Matt Taven. He's something special. Him and he also reminds me to put into words JT Dunn, how good he is. So both those guys need to watch them, and Alec Price is just coming up too. I could sit here and name so many people from the indies that are you need to watch them, like Keenan Moore, Tasty Boy, and Nick Sullivan, and Terrell Kenneth, and there's so many people. We'll get into that at another time, but the wrestling business outside of WWE is alive and booming. Trust me on that. Trust your boy Buc Nasty. Trust the panel of, superstars here at the Rock Solid Wrestling Talk podcast. Watch, support your local indie or whatever. Sammy Guevara's from Indies in Texas, and the Buffalo Boys and things like that. Daniel Garcia, you see them. Puff and Kevin Bennett and Kevin Blackwood and Pepper Parks and Allie, and they're all from. Speaking of which, we're recording this or whatever.
All from our section of the state.
Yeah, all from Buffalo. And I'm not leaving out. I'm not leaving out you, Butcher, because today's your birthday, and I know that. So happy birthday to you.
Born day, Butcher.
Yes. So,
and Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston. That's a podcast favorite. 40th birthday. That's a big thing, and he's still going such a high level. I love it.
I'm going to catering.
And he wasn't catering, and Daniel Garcia had to freaking mess it up with Blockhead. You blockhead. You know what? You know who I'm talking to, Mr. Blockhead man.
Speaking of which, though, I would really like to see them as Bryan Danielson's stable if he's really serious about it.
Yeah, man. Cool.
If he really wants to put that together, yeah, make that happen.
Could you think of maybe they're his stable, and then Dan Garcia tries to kind of overtake it or something like that, and then start to feud with Bryan big time?
I could see that. I don't know.
That would be perfect.
We got a lot of that going on right now because MJF was doing it with the Inner Circle, but then turned out he was forming the Pinnacle, and Adam Cole's about to do it with Kenny Omega when he comes back.
Yeah, because Adam Cole, I'm pretty sure, is going to be in charge of, while Kenny's away, in charge of the Bucks with the Super Clique, and in charge of Red Dragon. Or whatever. I don't know what they're going to call themselves, but all 5 of them needs to be a thing. Needs to. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Nick and Matt Jackson, and Adam Cole. They need to be a 5 thing or whatever. Have Brandon Cutler in the background, cool. Just not Nakazawa.
I'm not sure if we ever said this before, but I love the fact that you can have stables over in AEW, still do your thing singly, but you're all still together. They don't have to start causing rifts and have to feud with one another.
They're the core done right. All right? So, we're all individuals. I bet you are. I had enough. Oh God!
The 2 R's.
Buc Nasty and his obscure references. It has to be done. But then I'm also thinking of other things that could come to fruition in AEW. Like one thing I really did want to touch on before we get going here in a few. With Ring of Honor going under, because we still don't know or whatever, and they got that tease for April. This is another reason why I wouldn't want TK to kind of buy Ring of Honor rights. AEW's been teasing 6-man tag titles for a long time.
Trios.
Just adopt them from Ring of Honor. They already got them. Why not? Keep it going. You could even defend the Ring of Honor World Title on AEW and stuff like that. Why not?
No, they got to have their own belts because they're probably going to call them the Trios titles because every time they have a 6-man match, they call it a Trios match.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
and they got to have their own belts. They can't just have ROH 6-man belts.
That lineage, though, I'm a fan of like continuing something like when I do it as well. Like I'm not going to mention it, but continuing the belt's legacy in a different company or something like that. That I just find that to be it's kind of cool on an aspect. So like the WCW World Heavyweight title come to WWE, but then they freaking renamed it and made it part of, but they still hold the lineage.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like they need to have a tournament because they have so many like established trios they could put in there, and it's gotta be new belts.
Yeah. I just want it for the lineage. That's literally it. So like I'm good on that. If they change the belts, cool. Change the name, fine. We know what they are. Just keep the lineage going.
They can't pull that shit where they just handed the belts to whoever. Like
you.
Last time that happened,
like they gave Triple H the world title.
You're the champ now. Good luck, buddy.
The last time that happened, the last two times that happened was in Eland with Becky Lynch and Charlotte swapping titles, but more so being awarded a title with, I forgot who, but I know it was Dakota Kai, but it was somebody else. I think it was Gonzalez or something like that. Yeah. They were awarded the women's tag team titles and then lost it an hour later.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, and the whole point of the WWE tag team belts was they could defend them anywhere, including NXT, and now they have NXT women's belt. They have way too many belts.
Which makes no sense now because now the main roster women's tag team titles, where are they? I heard that Natalya was injured. What are they doing with it now? Wasn't Natalya champion?
Yeah.
Who's she champion with? Don't say Tamina. Oh, God. See, I forgot.
Oh, no, but they're not the champions anymore. Now it's Carmella and Queen Zelina. They have the tag belts now. In case you were wondering.
Huh? What? How does that even happen? Like, I'm just, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Unbelievable. Like, are you kidding me? Like I said, they're just throwing people together.
Yeah.
They do that in the men's division too.
Because it was
That is no bueno. It's so bad. That just makes you feel rotten. Come on. Oh no.
Oh man.
Help me. Turning me into Bill Clinton over here. Oh boy. Oh God. But in which case we're wrapping up here soon. I for one, just a couple things I want to touch back on is like Hook, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, it's working. Please, like,
keep going, man.
You got the world by the balls right now. Like,
did we say anything about the theme though? That fire ass theme.
You mean y'all don't even know me? We did. It was just. It's so good, man. Like and I'm a big proponent of a theme has to match a person's personality in wrestling. You will want to see him more if he has a theme you like. Me specifically, Best Friends, Sammy Guevara, Eddie Kingston, Adam Cole. That's everybody with Adam Cole. Like, his theme is part of why he's over.
Another thing that makes him unique.
Yeah.
He got a licensed theme for his debut.
Right.
Normally you have to be there for a while
to
get the thing, to get licensed music. He got his on day one.
Taz said that was a favor because he's friends with the guy. So like, he's
but
just like,
still,
okay. Yeah, it's still that it puts you over on day one the way you're supposed to be put over. That's just me. I love a good theme. I'm very, very
themes help make the character.
It really does. It really does, 100%. Because you like I said, you think about all these wrestlers that are popular and things like that. You remember them for that Stone Cold Come on.
Prime example. Do you think he'd be over as he is
No.
without that
Yeah.
glass
That glass shattered. Come
No.
on.
When the glass breaks, you know what's up.
Somebody's getting their ass whipped.
When the glass breaks, you come out your damn seat. That's what happens.
Tear the whole roof off the place.
When Rock yells, "If you smell, you're coming out your seat." Unfortunately, it's not like that for Triple H, but no, I don't think there's anybody else that really, personified that
people pop for
besides
the
Rock
game,
and
though.
Austin. Yeah, of course, but I mean, not like Austin Rock levels. Like, of course not. And the kids come out their seat when they hear Cena's.
Likes to pop for Batista.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. But more so specifically his first iteration of the theme. So not that heavy guitar riff or whatever. I forgot what the song was called. But not Saliva's version. But I mean, nothing's wrong with that, but still, it's not the other one. Yes. Oh man. That was the begin. I credit that with the beginning of my powers of deduction and prediction for WWE. Is WrestleMania 21, where all I wanted to do, and it started with a theme. All I wanted was watching that story or whatever unfold, where he didn't help Batista in the New Year's Revolution chamber. I was like, Batista needs to take that from Triple H at WrestleMania, because I want to hear that theme being played at WrestleMania, him holding the title up. That's where it started for me, and it was just like, that's why I started noticing. You have a good theme, people are gonna want to see you win. Seriously, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I mean, I love it. Me personally, I love it. I know I'm not the only one, so that's why I mention it here. But Hook's theme is a banger, for damn sure. But yeah, gentlemen, any other things you'd like to touch on today?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I got a little bone to pick with you too.
Okay.
Last week, you asked if Okada ever came to AEW, who are some of the people you want to see him face?
Okay.
You asked Chico, but you didn't ask the champ.
Okay.
Maybe I had a few to pick.
He's right. That's probably why he left last week.
So you skipped me. So yeah, I was miffed about it.
That's why
So I got my ass up.
Oh, he was more than slightly miffed. My bad. Buc Nasty ain't mean it like that, you know.
But the champ come and goes whenever he done will, please. I don't have to explain to you or you.
Damn.
Maybe I wanted to say Bryan Danielson. Maybe I wanted to say CM Punk. Maybe Darby. Who knows? But you didn't give me that chance.
And you know, Buc Nasty apologized about that. He tries to get everybody in at when he's supposed to, things like that. But you're right, I didn't ask you. And that's my bad, I apologize to you right now.
That's all.
Well, since we're talking about dream matches, who would you guys like to see Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano go up against?
Ask Cornette first.
You go
You
first,
asked
Mr.
first.
Cornette.
No, I'm so serious though. I absolutely. Like, I want to make sure, because I gotta think about it, to be honest.
Or I can go first. Like, I want Gargano and Jungle Boy.
What about Gargano and Almas? Idolo.
They can run.
Yeah.
If they ran that back one more time, I'd be
Yeah,
cool.
roll it back, baby. Like, why not?
Gargano and Sammy G for the TNT title.
Yeah.
I was going to say Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
In a different company this
Yeah.
time.
That TakeOver 25 specifically.
Oh, one thing I don't want from Kyle O'Reilly, I don't want another O'Reilly Cole feud.
No. That's been done to death.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, it lost its legs. And
Yeah, just stay friends and be done with it.
And if we end up getting that in AEW, we know it'll all be Peter Dune's fault. So, I mean,
It's Peter Dune's fault.
Peter Dune.
Shout out to Peter Dune.
But no, I would like to see him reform Red Dragon with
Yeah, please.
Fish.
Absolutely.
Please.
and go
And
into
get on the
tag league.
rankings. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that very much. Speaking of the tag team rankings, real quick.
Hold on, speaking of tag teams, where the hell is AOP?
I don't
He
know.
probably went home. Yeah, I'm not going. He probably went
I say,
home.
shouldn't they be able to go somewhere else by now?
Just kind of want.
Maybe they went back to MMA fighting. I haven't seen them anywhere, but it could be in an underground company that I don't know about.
You know who I want to leave WWE? Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
I just really want. That just reminded me of it when you said.
Where does she
MMA.
fit in though at this point?
No, I want her in AEW. Like, I'm so serious. Like,
It's funny you say that because I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody says in the comments.
Yeah.
They wanted to leave.
Somebody said put her with Red Dragon.
Oh, I can see that.
One more time.
I can see that.
I mean, they got all the heels they need.
Yeah, true. Do you think there's an AEW face shortage?
I mean, they got Rose. Rose is the ultimate face right now that they're
absolutely.
building up. At least they have a hero for that to face the villain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb
Unlike some people.
and say that there is, as far as a face shortage, there is a women's face shortage in AEW for damn sure. Because
They got Rosa, they got Ruby, Red Velvet, Chris.
yeah,
That's all he can name.
TJ, I guess.
Ty
Yeah.
Conti, and Jay.
Both of them. But I mean, the heels just seem so much more dastardly and things like that. But speaking of that dynamic,
It's so cool to be a heel nowadays. Too.
yeah. But speaking of that dynamic, I never knew until after Dynamite and I saw some footage. I'm gonna need a face MJF. I'm gonna need that pronto. I want to cheer him. It was just such a contrast.
Wasn't he a face when he first started? Somewhat.
Yeah, Cody's
Tweener?
lackey
Tweener?
type of thing,
Yeah.
but
I could see him giving out Rock vibes, where even though he was a babyface, he would still insult the
exactly.
the interviewers and
That's
shit.
what I want. That's exactly what I want. That type of thing. That red hot streak of just, and then he could go back and mirror The Rock's 2003 heel run even after that.
Oh god.
I don't know. I don't know.
That was his best run.
Oh,
in my
so
opinion.
good.
But MJF is a heel so well though.
Yeah.
And I do like how though he teased a baby face turn, where he thought he was gonna help.
That popped me heavy. That popped me heavy. In the
Yeah,
chest.
I just
ends up-
I knew he was gonna do that.
Like, don't go in there and there be a baby face, and then when he attacked, I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. And mine said, for some reason, it just popped in my head right before we go. The fact that Hook's gimmick is literally all that in a bag of chips. That's why he keeps handing chips out to people. That's cool as hell. I don't know why it works, but it works. It's cool as hell. Just be the strong, silent type. If you like you, take some chips, man. We all that in a bag of chips. Why not? Just do that. Just keep it going. I don't know what it's going to be later down the line in that gimmick, but I'm here for it.
Give Hook all the titles and give him a gold and up. Simon Miller.
We love you, Simon. Absolutely. Hook, get all the stars, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Well, logically, he would have to go after Dante Martin because he offered the chips and
Yeah.
Dante stabbed him in the back.
I think that's going to happen at a pay-per-view. It has to, but can they last that long? Because it's December. We got to wait till March for Revolution now.
Oh, another possible pillar too. Once he can build some personality for himself. Dante.
Oh yeah.
No, easily.
Yeah, he is definitely one.
Easily part of the future. What about his brother?
Who?
I do want his brother to come back, and I do want them to have a legit tag team run.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of which, what happened to Private Party?
Don't ask about
Matt
me.
Hardy. What?
No, we gotta ask about that because they were in the running and they're nowhere to be found. And I don't like that.
Santana Ortiz took that over, which I'm more than fine with. We got time for a Private Party, and once they change their theme, I'm just like, ugh.
That's another thing with the company too. They're part of a group, right? They're part of inner circle.
Yeah.
But yet, because they have ties to someone else like Eddie Kingston,
Yeah.
they can go and help him out and form another group there too.
Please give us that. Give us some LAX, please. I've been begging for it for like a year now. Seriously, like put him with, Brian Powerful, even Diamante.
Like they build their stories where everybody can intertwine with each other.
Exactly.
And it's not causing an issue.
That's the best part. Yeah, is the fact that there's intermingling mode.
Like, you can branch out and do different stories later on down the road. You don't have to think of something and then it doesn't
even if
work out.
Inner Circle disbanded quietly, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, they need to at this point. Like seriously, Jericho's not doing anything.
I think that we need to split up.
Oh, are you doing that kid from Malcolm in the Middle?
That's Fat Jericho.
Chris Carnarvon. Oh man, we are just about out of time, guys. We will join you next week after some good winter is coming action. Winter would have already came and gone by the time we hit you guys next week, but we're gonna give our opinions on it, and you better believe that we're gonna have some good stuff to say about it. I mean, y'all don't even know yet.
Yeah,
it's
winter's gonna come and splooge all over the ground and leave.
If you see me here acting like I just had sex or whatever, know that Brian won the title, because that's what I want. You know what I want. The Lord is my shepherd.
Sex is cool and all, but have you seen Winter is Coming?
My God! Oh, that's gonna be good.
No, it's not, man. No.
I mean, we need some pizza slices or something like that. Give me a slice.
If we have anything like Revolution, this is gonna be a small sprinkler.
Come on, man.
You know what? Put that damn graphic back up on the screen.
Just
with
the
the
light and
pizza.
frosting on the ground. That's all it's gonna do.
Hey, get him out of here. All right, we are out of here. That's Kenny Cornette down the end. That is Chico Libre. And this is Buc. You don't even know Nasty. We out of here.
Wait a minute. How come you got cherry, and we get the
There was one left.
regular kind of like a sucker?
You could have had cherry, but it was they were warm, so I had to put them in the thing. Expect cherry next week for sure. I also got cherry vanilla in there, so we should be good.
There is.
Yeah,
Oh, I want that one too.
it's warm, but
I
it's
don't
in there.
give a shit.
Yeah, if you
And
don't care. It's
now
in
he's
there.
making champion demands. He wants only cherry zero sugar coats from now on.
Yes.
Here I am using Coke Zero like a sucker.
Stupid.